I had a 3-hour foraging event ahead of me, and I needed real food to fuel me. Not just something quick, but something nourishing, grounding, and made with love, y'all. So I woke up a bit earlier and made 2 meals from scratch. Homemade hemp milk oats, and I have Food at Home Global, because feeding yourself with intention, now that's power. Let's get right into these recipes, y'all. We're making our homemade hemp milk oats. And we're going to first start out with making hemp milk from scratch. It's so easy. We're just going to grab these hemp seeds and add 2 ingredients: filtered water and a little bit of sea salt for preservation. No soaking, no waiting, just pure homemade plant milk in minutes, y'all. Why hemp seeds? Hemp seeds are complete protein, a complete plant protein, and also rich in omega-3 fatty acids to directly reduce inflammation, support brain health, support digestion. And it contains magnesium and zinc and healthy fibers. That's how you support hormone health, gut health, and glowing skin. Okay? Have you tried hemp seeds before? Are hemp seeds in your arsenal, in your kitchen? Let me know your thoughts about hemp seeds. And as you can see, it's a simple process. We're straining the hemp milk through a nut bag or a cheesecloth, and that's it. You see how simple that was to make your own plant-based milk? We're pouring it into a 32-ounce mason jar. We got about a little bit over 16 ounces here. We use 1/3 cup of hemp seeds and just a little over 16 to 18 ounces of water. This homemade hemp milk will last me all weekend, and it's creamy and mineral rich. Old me, I would have got my breakfast from the bodega, bacon, egg, and cheese, but new me says we have food at home. Back to this recipe. Next up, oats. Simple, grounding, and reliable. I buy mine organic in bulk from Lidl, and I store it in an airtight container and keep them in rotation all week. A good source of plant-based protein, healthy soluble fibers to help that gut keep you satiated. We're going to add oats to a mason jar, just like that, a 1/2 cup. And then we're going to add some chia seeds for fiber and omega-3 fatty acids, right? And then you're going to spice it up. I like to add ginger, cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla bean powder, spices to support digestion, circulation, and blood sugar balance. I told y'all the intentionality is there. Intentional about what we put into our body so that we can feel our best. We're going to add a banana because that's a good source of prebiotic fiber, and the fresh homemade hemp seed milk. Listen, y'all, if you want to add a sweetener, go ahead, add some agave, honey, a whole medjool date if you want that good source of fiber and to regulate the blood sugar. Boom. That's it. We got homemade hemp milk left over for oats tomorrow. You see how that works? Preparation is key. Y'all, I almost forgot the walnuts, my go-to brain health and plant-based healthy source of fat. Also good with omega-3s, right? So this is how I build a breakfast that works for my body, not against me. Are you making this homemade hemp seed milk and these oats to fuel you up? All right, next up for lunch, I'm grabbing what I got in the fridge. We got some tofu, we got 1 beet, and some spinach. We found a sweet potato on our cabinet, and that's all we got. Y'all gonna have to excuse my PJs here, okay? I said I was gonna turn on the camera and show y'all the behind the scenes of what goes into staying well with an autoimmune condition. And this is it, okay? So let's get into this lunch. This is I Have Food at Home Global. All right, so we're gonna chop the tofu and we're gonna season this well. I hear a lot of y'all saying that you don't care for the taste of tofu or the texture. It's bland. If you're allergic to tofu, that's a different story. You'll avoid it. But if you haven't actually tried it and to season and spice it up, tofu mimics and mirrors the flavor that you give it, right? So you got to season it up. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what goes into that, okay? But we're also going to chop up some beets because they're rich in nitric oxide. We want that to increase our blood flow and circulation. All right, now let me tell you how I'm seasoning this tofu. All right, turmeric. You already know that's my anti-inflammatory spice, period. Smoked paprika, I like smoky flavor. Cumin, come on, anti-inflammatory. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Black pepper to activate the curcumin and the turmeric to reduce inflammation. A little pinch of salt and some oregano. We want those anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial spices. Intentional. Give it a good massage. Make sure those flavors are getting distributed. And then we're going to add our sweet potato, rich in beta carotene, vitamin A, a precursor for that healthy immune system, healthy eyes. Come on now. A little bit of olive oil. We added some garlic powder, some thyme, some harissa spice. Some black pepper, a little bit of sea salt. Y'all see the vibes here? We don't have any specific measurements. We're just adding love and some anti-inflammatory spices. And you could do the same here, okay? Follow the flow. We're adding a little bit of olive oil to our beets and rosemary. The combination of rosemary and beets, now that's a flavor drip right there. Then we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper and garlic powder. I don't know about you, but I add garlic on majority of my foods. Especially my savory dishes. And they will tell you on the internet that you should avoid garlic if you have lupus. This is why I created this channel. Because these elimination diets, I'm sorry, they don't work. We're going to talk more about that. Okay, back to the topic. All right, so we're going to roast it on 375 for about 30 minutes. While that's roasting, you know we got to get the greens in, right? So I'm sauteing spinach with some olive oil, some garlic powder, some lemon, and a pinch of nutmeg to cut through that bitterness. And in the winter and early spring, I almost cook all my greens. Most of my greens besides my microgreens and my arugula, because I follow seasonality, right? We got to keep our body warm. Our body is already working hard to stay warm, and which is why it's burning out if we're eating cold foods that tax our digestive system, right? I know some of y'all are ride or die raw people, but to be honest, how does your belly actually feel when you eat that food? How does your body feel when you eat that food? Are you feeling cold in your body? Right? We add a little pinch of lemon there. Are you feeling cold in your body? These are questions that we need to be asking ourselves before and after we eat food. We need to step away from what the media is telling us about what we should be eating. And we need to step into our truth and ancestral wisdom on how we should be eating. And that's why I created this channel. Yep. The tea, right? Y'all know I'm drinking my ginger tea, by the way. Okay, so the roast bowl is done. It's done. And if you could smell how good it smells in this kitchen, come on, y'all. I'm so excited about this foraging trip. I started my foraging journey to really tap into my holistic wellness journey. And if you don't know, foraging is the act of finding wild and edible plants. I want to talk more about foraging on my channel. Let me know if you would be interested in learning about it, or if you do it, share it in the comments. Like, sharing is caring, community, okay? So we're assembling this glow bowl with roasted tofu, sweet potatoes, beets, sauteed spinach, and we're topping it with some avocado that we already had in the fridge. Homemade microgreens. You know we love our broccoli microgreens. Then we're adding pumpkin seeds, a good source of healthy protein and fats. And also they contain a source of tryptophan, which is an essential amino acid to produce serotonin. And that's that feel-good hormone so that you can produce melatonin and sleep good at night. And pumpkin seeds are anti-parasitic. And pumpkin seeds block DHT if you have PCOS to promote hair growth. Now, this is nourishment. It's colorful, it's mineral rich, it's blood sugar stable. And I made this meal, 2 meals, breakfast and lunch, from what I already had in the kitchen. Glow getters. And that's what I mean when I say I have food at home. We have food at home. I just saw someone posted about deleting their Uber Eats app. Delete that Uber Eats app, my friend. It's time to reclaim your health in your kitchen. All right, y'all, we made it to foraging and we're ready to receive and we're ready to move with clarity.
Combination of garlic chives.
Incredibly delicious, spicy.
Yeah? Cool. After an hour of foraging, I sat down on a log and I ate my hemp milk oats, and I felt fulfilled. Real food made with intention, that just hits different. Y'all feel me? By the way, what I'm digging here is field garlic, and that's what we were tasting earlier. Field garlic is wild, antiviral, packed with benefits to regulate the immune system, detox the liver. Nature is truly medicine. Oh yeah, we also harvested these spice bush twigs. If you haven't seen that foraging video, I showed you how I made a delicious and nutritious ancestral tea. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you. At this point, with the digging and the walking, we earned this I Have Food at Home Global. So nourishing. This is what it looks like to feed your body with intention from the inside and out. Literally, simple, healing, colorful, and delicious. How are you nourishing yourself this week? See you in the next video, Glow Getters.